The short answer to why I started my business is that I had a psychic vision of myself shuffling tarot cards. My original career was in college financial aid, and what college financial aid and tarot have in common is that they both involve helping people figure out their goals, figure out their pathways, and figure out how to meet those objectives. And so at the heart of both is this idea of helping people and guiding them to their destination, just in two very different contexts. My business is tarot reading. My business technically is entertainment. So I am the sole proprietor at Footnotes Tarot, and I offer individual and couples readings virtually, and then I also do readings for party and events in person. Even though tarot is considered a form of entertainment, what I have found over the years is that people use tarot as a gateway to things like clarification and hope and healing and just feeling better about themselves and the direction that they're headed. So my job is more of a concierge, where people sit down and they have a question or a problem or a situation, and then we look at some cards and we look to see what type of wisdom and context that those cards come up with. In addition, there is an intuitive element, and so sometimes I will have an intuition about what's happening with those cards in that story. Sometimes the sitter will have an intuition about what's happening. And at the end of the experience, there's this amazing question of, how did that happen? How did that message come out of the cards? How did people think and feel the things that they did at that moment? And to me, that's part of the magic and mystery of what tarot has to offer. And so I love bringing that experience to other people. I think my company is headed on an excellent trajectory, onward and upward. One of the amazing things about living today is that technology is ubiquitous. There was a time just a few years ago where we wouldn't be making this video, I wouldn't be reading for clients virtually, and over the past few years, so many more people have access to this experience. And so all of the things that tarot can bring, all of those elements of healing and fascination and mystery and entertainment, all of those things can now be brought directly into people's homes, and the experience just has a much more broad access and appeal. These days people are really interested in things like tarot and astrology and divination, and I don't think that's a coincidence when we look at the rise of artificial intelligence. I think broadly we're going into a period of time where people are looking for answers, and looking for answers beyond the traditional streams of knowledge that they've been exposed to. And so I think tarot is just a really cool way to give people a perspective that they haven't had yet. I think the essence of paying it forward for a better tomorrow is rooted in kindness. And so I would say any way that you can be kind, any way that you can go out in the world as someone who is helpful to others, open to others, well-intentioned to others, all the different ways that you can support someone's well-being. Sometimes that looks like something like a direct donation to a charity. Sometimes that looks like just a conversation. Sometimes that looks like help with, babysitting or, scheduling or food delivery or something like that. But there are all different ways in which you can go out in the world and say, hey, I'm going to make a tiny difference today that's then going to have a ripple effect for others tomorrow.